to me it looks like it's the mother.
Yeah.
And her babies around.
I'm also going to say
they are both her
both
babies.
her calves. So would you say the little one's about to meet her size? 4 years.
The one heading to us now is the mother, but if you take a look at the size of the female elephant here, it looks like she's an old mother.
So the idea of filming wild elephants with Ranger Ruan and Tigere, the elephant manager, was to see what it is that they're striving for with their own herd for the orphans.
Roughly over 30s, and obviously that's a rust-born baby over there.
Place it in stuff. She knows tigers on the car. See the rest of the herds also coming with the back now.
I would say this one here is more likely between 9 and 11.
So making a documentary means you're making a film without a script. Therefore, you don't know what's going to make it into the final cut of the film. This documentary's film ratio is about 1:50. For every 1 minute that goes into the film, 50 minutes were filmed. That is quite a high film ratio, even for documentaries.
What we've noticed of the wild elephants, their numbers have been growing quite nicely. Like our youngest baby now is about a month old, so they've been doing very, very well. You'll notice the babies are always in between the adults. The adults never leave that baby or the calf too long. So you'll have all the females walking in front and back, and the babies will be more center of them. So maybe this age, what I've noticed is the adults will give it a bit more lenience. I have it wander off, obviously not too far, but the very young calves, they're so protected you hardly get to see them. These females just surround it to keep it safe. But at this age, this baby is slowly but surely heading off, but getting a bit more independent, but also only within a few meters. The calves didn't do too much of a mud bath, but it's just more of a drink. Have you seen how the adults will sometimes when they take a mud bath, these little ones, they throw mud on them as well? Baby just stands in.
Why is it important for a baby to have a herd?
Well, every baby deserves a mother or a herd. The fact that they get the protection they need, they get the comfort from the siblings. It's also natural, you know. So it's very important that they are not isolated.
What's happening?
I see there's a dominant bull that came in. We've got one bull on the reserve, and that's the past few days he's in must. And I see he's approaching as well, and I've noticed he makes them very uneasy.
Okay, you can continue, Tiger.
Sorry.
No, that's good. We work with what we have.
Yeah, I was saying it is so crucial that a baby elephant has a herd, because that's how they look after each other, that's how they protect each other. It also, obviously, that's going to take the stress away from the baby, because it's being surrounded by the siblings or the mother or the father,
Emotional
whatever
support.
it could be, yes, emotional support. So it is very, very important that every young elephant has a herd or has the other ones around her. So yeah, this is very, very overwhelming. Take a look at how many babies you have and their mothers in between as well. So, which is quite crucial, for them to be together as one family.
Yeah, working with one of the most sociable animals on earth, it's just incredible to see the different social structures that they have. Like we said earlier, as soon as that bull that's in must came in, you saw the females got a bit uneasy, and the babies, all of them got pushed into a little huddle. The females surrounded them, so whenever there's any threat or any sense of threat, they'll push the babies into the huddle. They basically surround them, scout the area, and as soon as they see the coast clear, the babies get a bit more free range.
So this is what we exactly trying to achieve from our orphan elephants
Using the Jabulani head.
using the Jabulani head. Absolutely.
I think that's what makes Jabulani so special is we can give them veterinary care, we can give them the milk form they need, but we as humans can't provide them with that emotional support, and I think that's what makes these elephants so great. The little baby's lying down taking a dust bath.
And that playtime is important.
It's like with children, it helps develop them as well. It's not just for fun, it does obviously build more social bonds.
What's happening there? Why is this one going down?
Probably wants to play with the babies. This is another young male. So they're at the Mambas and Doga age where they're testing their strength against each other. Trying to establish some dominance.
Positions in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
So far we've had some decent behavioural stuff, but the elephants kept hiding in the bush.
Yeah, it comes in. Here's one of the albinos. If you have a look at this one covered in mud, it's difficult to see now, but it's actually an albino elephant. So it does look, it's the same color as the rest of them because it also covers itself in mud and dust and all of that. But especially we've got another female that actually has a young calf where the baby suckles and the mammary gland, you can see it's completely pink in color. After heavy thunderstorms, it will be pink. It's got a more yellowish eye, and then the tail hair in that, it's more blonde, it's not black. It's a bit difficult to see now just because of the fact that it is covered in mud, but if you look at the trunk itself, you can see a lot lighter coloring with the pink. Little youngsters over there.
So who's that with them now?
I think it's just an aunt. That's the albino one that we saw a bit earlier.
But again, that protective behavior.
They just want to see the babies are safe. But if, let's say, one of the babies produce a distressful sound, then now they're looking scattered, but it's not going to take a minute before they gather around quickly just to protect their babies. So, yeah.
And those are the things that we humans can't understand, is it? We don't know what all those sounds necessarily mean. So an orphan can shout and no reaction from that. So what I'm actually saying is that stress levels, what's the stress level here compared to within a herd structure compared to on its own?
The stress level within a herd structure is quite lower than the baby on its own. It has no protection at all. So either the baby doesn't know how to protect itself, so it will be very, very stressful moments than being among other elephants, because they can help, they can assist, they can, show the young elephant what to do, how to do it, and stuff like that.
After filming for about an hour, finally a gold nugget of a scene develops. Patience paid off.
Tiger, ultimately this is what you want, no? This is great seeing this.
This is great. Just imagine seeing these young elephants being among the mothers, being among the adults. Then all your problems are gone, because the mothers will eventually take over, do their duties, teach their babies everything they need to know. Then they obviously learn from their mothers, which is a wonderful thing. So at the end of the day, they are not distressed. They are they are enjoying every moment of it. It's the little one scouting there.
Notice the little ones are very confident when the adults are close by.
It's like, what's
he's very
happening
confident.
here? Why are these people here?
See the little boy. He knows he's protected.
Beautiful.
Now a scene like this makes things difficult because I only have one camera. So do I film the calf that's coming our way? Or do I film the little baby lying on the ground? Both of these two angles can develop into something larger.
Okay, so babies do sleep.
Babies do sleep, yeah. Adults actually also do sleep, obviously not as much as the babies. Adult elephants, they go into what's called a REM cycle about every 36 hours where they go into deep sleep. So they do still sleep, and adults will lie down, obviously if they feel safe enough. But not as often as the babies. The babies, like with any offspring, they do need a lot of sleep because they're growing.
Mm.
He's having a great time.
My choice obviously paid off.
Oh, struggling to get up. Little youngster over here.
And one of the key things about wildlife filmmaking is that you have to be able to think on your feet, and you kind of need eyes at the back of your head.
Okay, herd structure in front of us.
Do you want to talk to me?
You don't
See, we've got dominant female in front, so she's leading the way. Obviously, we're seen as we're outsiders in here, and then the youngsters in between, when the adults basically surrounding the baby. I'm just going to back up. All of these animals, they do have a comfort zone. As long as you respect that comfort zone. Don't want to be caught in the middle of an upset herd.
Who's on our left? Bruce.
This is another cow. That's one of the more dominant bulls on the reserve here. You see how she's also blocking off. The babies, the calves, they're very curious now. Like, who are we, what we are. The cows are a bit more weary of our presence. But if you look at the sample gland, you see they're not stressed or worried at all. There's no secretion. It's just for, obviously, precaution.
So why is that other one pointing the other direction?
She's checking, so there's another vehicle at the back there. She's keeping her eye on that vehicle.
The scene worked very well. It showcased all the various roles that the adults within a herd structure plays.
She's an older cow.
Oh, and that's the other thing. I don't film with people that's willing to push animals' boundaries to get a better shot. So, well done, Ruan.
So can you imagine how those little orphans feel? Because immediately the structure is not there. They
Yes.
are exposed.
Yes.
So
It's
they
a-
know they need to protect themselves, but they don't know
They
how.
don't know how, yes.
The ears are still up of that female, but she's already showing relaxed
Yeah.
signs.
See how she's relaxing her back legs.
Just cooling off.
Oh, really?
Look, to be honest with you, I actually needed more than one camera to capture the scene properly because it was the scene that just kept on giving.
Apparently there you have your dominant bull whose duty is to protect the herd from the intruders. For example, you have another bull from another family comes in, trying to invade the herd. So He's there to protect. He's the one to say, okay, no, this is my family. He can stand his ground to protect the family, you know, but also breeding within the herd.
Yeah. Is the albino coming out?
Each one of them has a role to play, but also everybody knows who is leading, who is the protector and stuff like that. I mean, a baby elephant suckling there.
Yeah, but that is not a small calf.
Nah, I'll give it a, say, about, well, 4 years old, still suckling, and
Like some calves can suckle up to 7-8 years.
did happen with Mambo.
Mamba, yeah.
Mambo was like,
Could it be why that bull is in here, that maybe a female is starting to go into estrus now, and he basically just hanging close already? So we often see this, especially this bull, we often see him alone, so it's interesting seeing him actually walking with the herd.
But did you see how they smell him?
Yeah.
Look at that, she bumps her. She wants milk.
Bit of a tantrum over there.
the mother, she's getting annoyed. Like you get stuck.
Starting to wean her.
What a great filming session. We had some excellent behaviour illustrating why an orphan needs a herd, so all in all, success.
Have a look now, because this albino, it's difficult to see, but it's got yellow eyes. Where Lisa's got the blue eyes. I wonder if it's going to change as she gets older, or difficult to see now, but it's almost like an amber color. Yellow, and then Lisa's got the blue color.
For more behind the scenes stuff and outtakes from the documentary, please hit the subscribe button. We're looking forward to bringing you more content.
That's the thing about Kanisa that struck me the most.